Hello and welcome to episode 9 of UK NBA. We're back after Christmas. I'm Ryan Hillback.
And I'm Peter Wells.
And we all hope you had a great Christmas and a Happy New Year to you too. We're back. It's been a while, but here we are. And a lot has happened over the Christmas period, which we'll be getting into.
A lot.
Mainly so for the Christmas Day game did not quite go to plan.
But it went to how we predicted it.
But it went to how we both predicted it.
Yeah, Miami
a lot of, in terms of the Cavaliers, it's been catastrophic with defeats against the Bucks, defeats to the Pistons, absolutely horrendous against the Magic, but somehow won that game. We've lost Val Harrow for the whole season with his torn Achilles. It's going from bad to worse for the Cavaliers.
Bad run, yeah.
And what about the Heat? How's it going for them?
It's not going too good. I think we're below. Well, we are below 500. We're about 15 and 20 now. Beat the Nets last night, but
by 4 points.
Yeah, it's not going too good though, is it?
And lost to the Magic. And the Sixers, didn't they?
We did before we beat the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Well, I put that in, and then we lost another 2 games after that, which was embarrassing. But enough of Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavaliers, because we'll
just thought we'd just put that out there.
We'll just depress you for the next 10 minutes about how terrible our teams are right now. So instead of that, we're going to get on to the news, which is what going to be our first feature for today. Ryan, want to do it honest?
Yeah, go on then. Corey Brewer and Alexei Shved have traded to the Rockets and the Timberwolves and the 76ers, respectively, or the Sixers. I like to call them the Sixers now.
The Sixers, yeah.
I prefer it to the 76ers. The Sixers. So Troy Daniels. What does that say?
And a 2015 round.
I told you about his dodgy writing before. It's getting worse. And a 2015 second round draft pick plus cash goes to the Timberwolves' way, while the Sixers pick up Ronnie Tafori from Minnesota. Well, they need something because I've been watching them recently. I watched them last night against the Clippers, or was it the night before? It was the Sunday, wasn't it? It was last night, yeah. It was last night. And they were horrendous. Horrendous. And I watched the game where they lost by 45 points as well.
Yeah.
That was horrendous. So they need something. And the San Antonio Spurs, a lot of people's pick for the overall winners of this season's NBA title. Yeah. They became the first team since the Baltimore Bullets in 1951 to play triple overtime in back-to-back games, but they lost both of them to the Grizzlies and the Blazers.
Yeah, that was a tough little streak for the Spurs just before Christmas, wasn't it? That doesn't get much easier for them over the holidays. They had a tough December, but
Popovich will be relatively pleased with his side getting to those triple overtimes, but succumbing to those defeats. And the Detroit Pistons have waived Josh Smith, but who cares because they're on an absolute roll. They absolutely trounced the Cavaliers a couple of weeks ago. So Josh Smith, who? Really?
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, he's joined the Houston Rockets, and the Houston Rockets seem to be improving, especially.
But the Houston Rockets are on fire as well, smashing Miami Heat by over 20-odd points, wasn't it? It was about 80-something to 111 or something like that. They're an excellent team. I've already mentioned Val Harrow's injury, out for the season, and I think that he's the player that makes our team look so good.
Well, he's that defensive player, he's that centre that they've got that now they don't have. They're looking for a replacement. They're looking at guys like Moskov. There's also Jermaine O'Neal out there on the market. So they're looking at players obviously now to replace him in that centre position. But like I say, he's the player that defensively holds them up well, can make plays on offensive end. And to be honest, I think he's the one player that LeBron James has linked up with best over.
Yeah, I was just about to point to the fact that a lot of people, when they talk about the Cavaliers, mention LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. But without Val Harrow, I think that we're nowhere near as good as we could be. And I think that he's actually the player that makes those three look good. And we've seen that in the last couple of weeks where the Cavaliers have really suffered without him. Good news for the Spurs in terms of injury news, because Patty Mills returned for them against Rockets for his season debut, so that was good to see. I mentioned LeBron James, he's out for 2 weeks with left knee and lower back strains, so 2 key players out for the Cavaliers, but in different time frames, one coming back a lot sooner than the other. Kevin Durant returned from a sprained ankle for OKC with a 44-10-7 game against Spurs last Wednesday.
Impressive game, yeah. Almost a triple-double on his return.
And the best combination in basketball in Westbrook and Durant is back. Alex Burks for the Jazz, and what a win the Jazz had, just to mention, against the Grizzlies. Brilliant win. He's set to undergo left shoulder surgery. He's out for the rest of the season. I watched Dirk Nowitzki against the Cavaliers, who was unbelievable. He's moved to 8th on the all-time scoring list. Well-deserved, fantastic player. The 7-foot German. And Al Jefferson for the Hornets. He's going to be out for 4 weeks with a groin strain. And I know what I want for next Christmas.
A Hawks franchise, would it be?
The Hawks are on sale.
Yeah, 100% of their franchise is on sale.
So yeah, I know you got me a nice like LeBron picture this year.
Yeah. Next year.
So next year I'll have the Hawks, please.
Hawks, yeah. I'll try and look at that.
We'll put a bid in together.
Yeah. Then we might as well.
UK NBA. Buy the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, we'll call them the Atlanta English, Atlanta British. Yeah.
Or the Atlanta Ripey.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, well. So that is it for the news.
Yeah, quite a bit to get through there.
Yeah, there's plenty of news over the holiday. I'm sure there's more news that you probably saw yourself.
And we can't go through everything, can we?
Well, there's probably injuries that happened and now players have returned in the holidays. Irrelevant, really. So
we've gone through the main
points. On the second part, we'll be going through the lessons of Christmas, everything we learned.
And the lesson for me is don't support the Cavaliers. We'll be back in part 2.